St. John is looking over the beautiful Mediterranean Ocean, and as he does so, he sees a vision of 7 trumpets blowing. Well, as these trumpets go one by one, he sees various scenes. The first time he sees the collapse of the Jewish nation. They oppressed the early Christian church. And then it was the turn of the Roman Empire in turn to fall. Why? Because the Roman Empire was allowed space by God to help Christianity proceed, but of course it didn't do that either. It persecuted people. What about when the church itself received power? The world plunged into a period of time known as the Dark Ages. During this Dark Ages time, the church proved, quite frankly, to be no better than the powers that went before. If you agreed with the teachings of the churches, well, in the various countries of Europe, Protestant or Catholic, then you were safe. If you didn't, you were persecuted. This continued until Napoleon Bonaparte's French Revolution stripped the power of the state away from the church. And then scientists began to wonder, what would it be like if there was no God? Charles Darwin, of course, came up with the scientific raison d'etre for this. And then we have modern atheistic empires in the days of communism, and these atheistic empires, they said, if you believe in God, we'll persecute you. No empire has been different to another. They've all been despotic and all been tough. How was it that we've seen this recent cultural change occur in our own time? No longer do atheistic empires rule. Well, about 10, 15 years ago, the collapse of the Berlin Wall, the solidarity movement within Poland, we have the unity between West and the old Christian churches, and we see a new political movement in our world today. Atheism as an era seems to be on its dying legs, and the return of spirituality. What does the Bible say about the future? It says there will come a time when God will destroy those who destroy the earth. And the Bible doesn't paint always the happiest picture of tomorrow. What does St. John see in Revelation 10? In the time of the atheistic empire, just before final events, John sees a mighty angel holding the storms in his hand. This mighty angel is able to control events on planet Earth. He watches over the waters of the earth, whether they're in storm or in flood, just like Psalms chapter 29. This mighty being is powerful beyond belief. In fact, he's the master of the universe. He's majestic. His description in Revelation 10 makes him sound as if we're looking at the story of Jesus Christ himself. He's in control of time itself. He divides lightning, he controls the trees and what happens on planet Earth and the environment. He's got power to shake the wilderness or not. This is a God indeed who's able to control time itself and even work out when does birth occur or not. The point of the vision of Revelation 10, quoting Psalms 29, is that God is the universal King. And what a message that's for our time today. I want you to think about this. Because if the message for our time today is God is King, God is real, God did create everything, wow, that says something special for you and me today. But only if God is a God of great love.